So let's get going in 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, 0.14. Better on the reflexes today. Alright, like always, I like to do my intro. Sorry, chat. This is Middle-earth Shadow of War. My name is Rock'n Gaming AU. I am currently the second place holder in the any percent category, which this is. And we'll get going right here. So, for those unaware, we play in French because English and French are the exact same speed if you get perfect RNG, but every time you get less than optimal RNG, French saves on average about 0.16 seconds. And there is a lot of instance of RNG in this game, so it adds up over time. Not all the runners run in French, some prefer to run in English because the time save is probably only maybe, if you're lucky, 15 seconds over the entire run, so it's not a make or break deal, but that's why. And since we were asked to change skin into something different, we're running with Caribou and Boar today. Oh, I nearly stuffed that up, but that's okay. Got there in the end. The instant brand. Water Sources. I haven't played Shadow and War, what feels like forever. It is an amazing game. I love it. And if you stop playing because of the microtransactions, which I know a bunch of people did, they have since removed them. So if any time is the perfect time to pick up the game, now is definitely the time. But welcome. I haven't seen you before, Water, sorry, I don't think. So welcome to the stream, buddy. Hope you enjoy your stay for however long it is. Now we're going to do the bow tutorial. So we don't actually need to charge these shots fully up. 3/4 shots will do it. We want to save as much of our focus as we can. Where are you? That way. Those puzzles always trip me up. And we're going to come here. We're going to pull out our bow now. We're going to shoot that to avoid a pop-up. We're going to get our only free focus refill of the game. The focus is the bottom, in the bottom left, the white bar. And we're going to quickly flick into the Wraith world, which allows us to identify targets from a long direction, which the game wants us to do. Going to head up this way, and we're going to stab this guy, most likely in his shoulder, sometimes in his back. In the shoulder it is. Wait 2 seconds before we swing. 1, 2, for the daze by stealth condition to come up. 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn. So, unfortunately, we had to, did not get the drill skip today, but that's okay. That was due to the fact that the game decided again to target another orc besides the War Chief when I was swinging my sword. So, we're going to do punch sprinting here, which is essentially punching and then resuming sprinting, and what that does is it gives us a it gives us the ability to sprint without consuming focus. So it's good when we're low on focus. I'm going to pull out our bow here, start peppering people with arrows here, because arrows do most game throughout, most damage throughout most of the game. And we got some focus back, so we're good. Water Sources. I have the game, this for PS4. Might try playing it again after this stream. Well, I'm glad you're here, buddy, and I'm glad you're going to give it another go. It is absolutely fantastic now. So, very first orc we always shoot in these areas. Does not require... What am I doing? That is not the right way we do this fight, but that's okay. Very first orc there only requires a donkey shot. That is essentially a 0-pound shot. And archers always only need a donkey shot in the head to kill them. So that's why we're doing that. I'm actually going to wait here a few seconds to get my focus back. Even though being behind Idril does slow her down slightly. I want my focus so I can sprint right up here. We can't get too far away from Idril. Otherwise we do mission fail. But we can run up here until about here when we're going to start getting the second bad warning if I sprint anymore. And now while we're waiting for Idril to catch up, we can let our focus recharge. Hopefully these guys won't get too much in my way here. So our focus is recharged. Pull out our bow. Donkey shot. I'm going to do focus toggling here to get those headshots. I don't have any good one I can shoot. That's a good one. And we're going to stealth attack, hopefully. Yep, cool. So that was a perfect section with that section. And in fact, it was so good I didn't even have time to get my focus back. So that was basically perfect. We're going to run here. I'm going to grab these arrows. You don't need these arrows for the last bit, but they are helpful in case an orc is out of my reach. And we're going to run up here into a cutscene. When was it discovered you could donkey shot first? It was actually discovered a few months ago, but my the hamster inside my brain that operates my brain, because it's literally a hamster spinning a hamster wheel, constantly forgets about that, and I only remember occasionally to actually do that. So yeah, the first shot in each of those sections can always be a donkey shot, and it can be in the body, it doesn't matter. We'll take that as an opening for Fellowship. Not the best, not the worst, but perfectly acceptable. Cool. So, we can skip all cinematic cutscenes, but we can't skip in-game cutscenes. So, that's why we'll take a... Unfortunately, I don't have my old save file with max level Undead War Chiefs. Oh, I love Undead War Chiefs in this game. That's a shame though, buddy. It wasn't saved on the PSN network or anything. Regardless, it's not that hard to level in this game. It's fairly quick. I mean, we get through the main game in hopefully under 3 hours. So we'll see how we go tonight. But yeah, the game is fairly forgiving in terms of time. Oh, I got the big boy jump. Look at that. So that's the best angle jump you can get. It's a little bit tight, but really, really good when we get that. Really makes me happy. Okay. So just listening for an audio prompt here. As soon as he starts the word purify, we can actually channel on that, ending the cutscene early and getting this. And we have to do the puzzle, but thankfully we only actually have to get the last piece of the puzzle. And then we can move on. No treasure orcs around that I can try my luck for. Okay. Well, let's move on to get the most OP thing in the game. But it was already nice of Laurie to ask me. They've already asked me how my weekend was, my day was. But how is everyone else's day going? Hope everyone else is having a fantastic day today. I'm getting to play video games on a Friday night, so I'm absolutely having a fantastic day so far. And yeah, we'll see how this is going. Okay, so we're looking for the big juicy cleaves here. We don't care if we hit their guys or our guys. We're essentially just trying to cleave as many orcs as possible. So we're going to do little movement adjustments constantly. There is some RNG involved here, depending on where the orcs spawn. If they go for me, if they go for the other orcs. And if they decide to... Oh, that was quick. And we just have to make sure that we get 10 kills here. Water Source says, I found the game and a teacher recommended it to me after I found out I like Lord of the Rings. That's pretty awesome. I'd be pretty happy with a teacher recommending me this game. How did I find this? I'm actually thinking about it now. So, for me, I loved Assassin's Creed, but I started hating, I really disliked Assassin's Creed number 3. And so I started Googling games that were like Assassin's Creed, but not exactly. And I happened to find Shadow of Mordor, the first one, which I liked a lot. And then when this came out, I didn't pre-order it, but I definitely played it on launch. I didn't like it because I didn't like the idea of microtransactions being in a single-player game. I stopped playing it, and then I came back in 2019. Played Shadow of Mordor first because it was like £5. Fair enough, yeah, no. Completely understandable. Shadow of Mordor is such a good game, and like I always said it to my friends before Shadow of War came out, I said it's such a good game, but it feels like it's just missing something, and this game just nails whatever that is. I really enjoyed Shadow of Mordor, but I love Shadow of War. Okay. Didn't get all the orcs there, that's a shame. Oh, missed him. Got hit by an explosion. Really ruining my day today. That's okay.
Il y en aura d'autres. Nous devons découvrir à qui nous avons affaire. Par ici.
Okay, so we're just jumping over objects because we're completely out of focus here and we want to keep sprinting. We're going to jump down here and the game's going to freak out and teleport us to where it thinks we should have actually gone. Which is really cool of the game.
Baranor et moi, nous restons ici.
Oh, did I miss a shot? I will get to the comments in a moment, guys. I'm just focusing. Maybe it's a weird reason. I bought Shadow of War because I like the voice actors. I like it in it. I've never played Shadow of Mordor. That's not weird at all, but I honestly have no idea who the voice actors are in this game. I wish I could tell you, but yeah. I don't know who they are, so please, you know, enlighten us. Who are your favourite voice actors in this? That was much better. But apparently I couldn't read as I kept attacking an orc that was immune to sword damage and then get mad that he wasn't dying from my sword. We've all had mistakes like that. Okay. Only instance we use Elven Rage here for its increased movement speed. The rest of the time we use Elven Rage, we'll use it for its combat ability. But it's good enough for me right there. Just like C is for Cookie. That's good enough for Cookie Monster. Elven Rage is good enough for me there. That was a weird sentence. Please ignore that one. So yeah, who are your favourite voice actors, FK Coffee, and what roles do they play in the game as well? Because that'd be interesting to know.
Les armées de Sauron sont devenues immenses. Nous ne pourrons pas les vaincre de façon conventionnelle. Il nous faut le palantir.
Big juicy shot there. 51 is a really good number. Now, if I get lucky here, oh maybe. Yes, got it in 2. Wow, that is actually insane. That's the first time I've got that in a run, not just in practice, so that is really, really cool.
Une autre attaque suivra sans doute. Retournons dans la ville haute. Allons voir comment vont Idril et les autres.
Okay, so we're going to do our first level up here. We're going to grab the execution ability. We're going to grab the detonate ability. We're going to go into our inventory. We're going to unlock this slot. We're going to insert this white gem. And then we're going to go to our quest and fast travel. And for anyone wondering why my timer is the way it is, the green time is without loads, so that the timer pauses on loads, and the yellow time is RTA time. So we time without loads for PC players, and we time with loads so that console players can actually be competitive with us. Since we don't have a load remover that works with console, unfortunately. Alright, now, this is the first time I've ever made this mistake before, but I actually jumped off this hay deer that we're climbing without actually striking to the right target. I don't know why I did it. I'll have to read that in a few moments because it is a long sentence and I have to try to pretend like I'm good at this game. No, in actual fact, I'm my biggest critic. I am fairly good at this game, but I always see room for improvement, especially when I don't have the world record anymore. There's always, obviously, room for improvement. Like every voice actor in the game are big name voice actors. Two shots. Got lucky there. Usually playing main characters. Troy Baker as Talion, Laura Bale as Ataro, Jenna Hale as Galadriel. Interesting. I do know some of those names. I don't know why I know them, but I do know them. That's really interesting. Laura Bailey is the one I do know because I do enjoy Critical Role. So she is the one who keeps screaming faster at me all the time. That's really rude of her. Well, she does it in French, obviously. And Vividelity says, "Hey, Rock, best of luck tonight, mate." Thank you very much. Phil Lamar is a legend. He voices Ratbag. Oh, look, whoever voices Ratbag is amazing. Daniel DePaul does Orcs because he's super versatile. I do not know that name, but the Orcs in this, the voice actor, especially after going through all the sound files and trying to figure out exactly what language is fastest, I have to say the Orcs are absolutely fantastic in this. There's so much Orc voice lines that I just never heard in the speedrun until I went through all the voice files. Liam O'Brien is golden too. Oh, that's really cool. That is just really cool. Okay, we're a bit slow there, but I was waiting for my focus to recharge, so that's all good. We're going to dip our toes in the water, spin up here, and if we did everything right, yep, Golem will now spawn in the second assassin guy. Okay, cool. Well, damn, I'm a fan of Critical Role as well. I haven't played in a very long time, but we used to run a D&D game with my group, my friends. I was the DM. Had a really cool game going, but unfortunately life got in the way. I feel like I'm going a little too fast here. We're just going to backpedal for half a second. But that's okay, we'll get there one day. Okay, enough use of the focus there to get through. We don't need to take that fireplace, we can take this rock just to give us enough to get over to here. That orc is in a really bad location. Fun fact, every member of Critical Role is in this game. I thought I recognised those names. Hey Rock, how's it going? It is going extremely well, Trip Dammer. It's going very, very well today. I'm playing video games instead of doing adult responsibilities, so it's never good.
A creature built for war.
And Watersaw, man, thank you so much for the follow, buddy. You have no idea how much that means to me. As an extremely small once-a-week streamer, I am really, really happy when someone decides I'm worth the effort. So thank you very much, buddy. Hope you're enjoying. Ooh, that's good RNG. So he was weak to execute then, so he died to one execute. Nice little time save. Okay. Let's keep going. We're going to teleport over to this fire. Yeah, exactly, Trip Damn, man. Who could be upset when they're playing video games instead of dealing with real world responsibilities, huh? My wife's most likely outside. She's probably finished cleaning up after dinner. I cook, she normally cleans. That's how we roll. And she's probably either folding laundry while watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or one of her other TV shows she loves watching, while I'm in here playing video games. So, you know, lucky me.
Vous ne pouvez pas être à court d'orques dans la ville. Il en reste quelques-uns.
Okay.
Et nous en chassons un en particulier. Le dernier garde du corps du chef de guerre qui mène le siège.
So this is a game just teaching us about bodyguards. We don't really care, we're going to murder them all anyway. And the game's also giving us a direction on followers, which we don't make huge use of in this run. Oh my golly gosh, that was a bad pot. But we occasionally use them. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is actually quite good. Yeah, my wife had never watched it before, any of it, so she's binging the whole series, which is absolutely fantastic. Okay. And the reason we freed the Caragor before in the cave is so this one doesn't spin around to see us, so we're much more likely to get a stealth attack on this guy. Here, basically, I'm just cycling between abilities to... Fortunately, I was trying to avoid this, but what happened was the game brought up a menu which cancelled my arrow being charged, and I immediately got his lines out of him. But that's okay, we'll just kill him the old-fashioned way. But we are going to lose a tiny bit of time here because of that. That's all good. It's only about a 10-second time loss. Like, it's really not the biggest deal. I like to make out like it is and like be like, oh no, but you know, I've got to think realistically here. Until I get up to recruitment stage, any time loss that's not like 5 minutes is not the worst thing in the world. So we'll go into our character. We will grab Caragor riding. I nearly picked up the wrong ability then, which would have been run over. We'll go into our inventory and we'll just whip that dagger. And we'll keep going. I feel like Booblow is the weirdest name of all. Now let's hope for good RNG here. No War Chief, please, game. No War Chief. Okay, cool. We have a chance at Captainless Kirith because a War Chief didn't spawn there. So, essentially, we're going to try to manipulate... oh, that was bad. Don't know what happened there. We're going to essentially try to manipulate who is the War Chief when we come back to this area, but it completely relies on us not seeing another War Chief between here and the time we come back to this area. If we do, then it's not guaranteed. Thankfully, that was one of the main spawning points, and we didn't get it, so all good. Shoutouts to Gollum here because his mouth doesn't move when we get into the next cutscene. Oh, not this cutscene. That's the next mission. Silly me. I'm going ahead of myself. I had an orc called Booblow the Strong. I killed him in 3 hits from body shot arrows. Not very strong, is he? Booblow the Strong except for weak to arrows. Should have been his full title then. So this is a game just teaching us about stealth. This is the correct way to do a stealth mission. Later on there's a stealth mission which absolutely sucks in this game, but this is a good way to do stealth. Stab this guy. Flip up here. And jump across. Run across here. A very stealthy run apparently. Okay. And we got good RNG there. We managed to kill that archer with that explosion barrel. Oh. Not super great jump there from me, but all good. Stab this guy. Pull out our bow. Turn off our focus. Now, as long as we don't hit these guys in the foot, it is guaranteed one-shot kill when you fully charge a bow, even a body shot on an archer. Oh, that was actually a mistake there, believe it or not. I should have shot this guy before grabbing those arrows, but it's all good. It just means I'm going to have to be a little more accurate with my arrows. Coming up. Okay. So here is our actual first War Chief. So these guys obviously are the level above the captains. They usually have less weaknesses, more strengths. This guy's always a berserker, but outside of that, his stats are completely randomized. Quick drink. And so what we're going to do here, as soon as this cutscene is over, we're going to pull out our bow straight away. We're going to slow time on purpose. We're going to shoot this barrel. We're going to shoot that barrel. We're going to jump down onto these boxes here. We're going to try to pin that guy's foot, which we successfully did. Which means we have a chance of avoiding his lines completely because we were able to pin his foot. Lines are slow. We don't want to hear War Chiefs talk. So we're going to try to keep this guy in stun lock the entire time. We do that by playing punch the guy in the face constantly. We're going to punch him in the face again, trip him over, stab him, punch him, trip him, and that is a kill move. Ideally we'd finish him with an arrow, but one arrow wasn't going to kill him from that spot, so I took the risk and it paid off thankfully for me.
Disons qu'on est quitte.
Gain a bunch of time back, quickly check my mini-map. Do the rare tutorial here. There is a bow in there that is not epic, so chances are it will be a 6-shotter, which is perfect. That's exactly what I need. And then we're going to run this way. Make sure we climb the weapons rack here, not the notice, because the notice makes you climb slow. Weapons rack is fast. Steve Cope, how you going, buddy? Good morning to you too, wherever you are in the world. Hope your day is travelling well. Okay, Elven Rage is a little low, so let's just take the backup fire here. This is the backup fire. We got lucky, no orcs in here. Oh dear. That's a kid's book that I read to my child all the time, sorry. And we got lucky, so chances are we can do Captainless Kirith because we managed not to see a captain in the open world the entire time. So what we're going to do here is we're going to run up. Golem, this spider web here is actually immune until Golem points it out. Blow that up. Skip the cutscene for the spiders pouring out. The game kind of pulls us back, but we've still got control during that cutscene. Run up here and into the bushes to get a good angle. Sifcope, I'm tired, but I don't have school today, which is nice. We're going to donkey shot that guy. That is nice, buddy. Now, we shoot that guy there so that when we're running through here, he normally stops and talks to a ton of captains, which are slow and boring. But if we instead shoot him in the back, he will go, oh no, the Grave Walker's after me. I'm just going to run straight to the end and not care about stopping and talking, which is absolutely fantastic here. I'm running a little slow, so I need to be careful with the boys. I'm actually going to run a little more in than I normally do before I summon them all. And we're actually going to dismiss them now so that they don't interfere with the courier. And before he gets there, we are going to switch the game to brutal. And this is intentional. It looks very weird, but it is intentional. Essentially what happens here is the... Xbox controller. Sorry about that. Good thing I noticed that now. My Xbox controller wasn't plugged in for later. Essentially what happens there is we do a lot more damage on brutal than we do on easy. We don't normally use it for the run because it becomes a very high risk scenario. But yeah, we in this one instance we actually just use Elven Rage straight away, and we're able to basically consistently get this guy down to the point where we can interrogate him in an Elven Rage without having to hear his lines, because their lines are disabled during Elven Rage. See there, we're able to get him down. No issue at all. No more shooting the spider nest. Nope, no more shooting the spider nest. So the way it works is the Caragors can't target me for like 2 seconds after I come out of Elven Rage because they're just weird and glitchy and don't want to target me during that. So we don't need to distract them with the spider nest anymore. If things go wrong, the spider nest is nice, but if things go right, I don't need it, and I'm trying to get better at not relying on backup strategies and just to go for the better strategies, because that makes sense. Okay. We're going to do a quick level up here again. We're going to grab Grog Riding, we're going to grab Call Mount. We're then going to go into our quest. We're going to go to the map area and we're going to fast travel here. And I completely blanked on doing the Trader's Gate thing. Hopefully I can do it from the menu here. But if I can't, that's my own fault. Would it be any slower to hit the spiders anyway since you have to wait? Probably not. I just need to focus here 1 second. This is actually going to suck because I'm going to have to do this. But I need to do this. So we're losing some time here. But essentially what I'm doing is I'm trying to tell the game that I want this guy to be promoted. And that looks weird as all sin, but that's essentially giving him extra nemesis points. No, it doesn't, but it can make the Karagors act in weird ways. And it can also interrupt Elven Rage. It's only ever happened to me once, but the spiders, for some reason, once out of like almost 200 runs, have gone hostile to me.
Certes, mais nous avons l'avantage du nombre.
I didn't switch it off brutal mode, so I'm going to do that now while before I do anything with this guy. So we're going to go options, easy. Just watching his HP here because I don't want to kill him with the sword. He burned to death, that's really, really good. Where's the hay? There's the hay. Yeah, look, shooting the spider nest wouldn't be bad, I don't say, but I really just want to make sure, priority, that I'm in the right spot for it. They're doing the Elven Rage setup. And yeah, we shouldn't need it, to be perfectly honest. Alright. Not a good chance since he's an archer, but didn't get the sneak attack on him, that's a shame. And he's level 15, which is also really, really bad. So what we're hoping for is that he has got a weakness that we can abuse. We cannot execute him without stunning him first, otherwise we will get his lines. Oh, he's very weak to execute, so that's... Okay, down he goes. So this guy saw me, that's unfortunate, so no stealth attacks today. And this guy's got very long lines, because he's got at least 2 lines. I actually want to grab that sword that's nearby, hopefully the game will recognise that that's what I want to go for. We'll just grab this sword. So we're definitely losing some time here today, but that's okay. It's gonna happen. No, please no special moves today, buddy. I am very low on HP here. Pull out an arrow, shoot him in the face. And that's a kill move. Oh, no, have to interrupt that. Losing some time here. That's alright. The game is not cooperating with me, so we're going to be about 1.5 minutes behind here, most likely. Alright. Orcs are being very rude today. They are. They're not letting me stealth attack them, which is like the epitome of rudeness. That's not great. I am worried that he's going to be immune to Karagor Donk. So, grab our Karagor here.
C'est parti pour un tour. Notre dernier affrontement remonta des lustres et c'était pas la
We're over 1.5 minutes. So essentially I'm setting up here for the first glitch of the game using this Karagor.
Et moi, je respecte ça.
He's not immune, and there's the insta-kill. We call that the Caragor Donk. If you're playing casually, never use that in games, but yeah. I'm actually going to keep this run going because recruitment is where the run lives or dies, not this split. Even though we're 2 minutes behind at this point, it's absolutely fine. We can easily make that up. My arena was absolutely insane in my PB, so it is all good that we are not there. Plus, I also didn't do Trader's Gate correctly. Plus, my PB doesn't abuse the Trader's... Why are you up here, Carabrim? Carabrim ball. Oh my golly gosh, I cannot get off this wall. Carabrim ball, very rude of you. Okay, so there's 30... Oh, these guys here being annoying. There's 30 seconds of my life I'm going to be getting back. You still believe in the sub 3? I believe in the sub 3 as well. 100% I believe in the sub 3. Why do I believe in the sub 3? Because I would love a good PB. I don't like my PB at the moment, and I would love a good PB. And especially wearing Carabrim ball skin, I think that's kind of, you know, just. So we're going to run here, flip our bow, teleport here, make some explosions. Line up this shot here. Nearly. Auto-targeting took over and tried to target an orc. As soon as I said it, you got glued to a wall. That's okay. We shoot that barrel there to try to bring over some orcs. That guy has decided. Ideally we get like 3 orcs here coming. Yep, so this is okay. Oh, they're not letting me free though, so I'm just going to kill them now. And then we're going to try to free this guy. Normally they don't interrupt me. We're all in on the gamble. Well, thank you very much, buddy. I hope. It's actually, I set the gamble at 302 just to make, because sub 3 is hard. 302, 301, 302 seems to be about what I normally get in the PBs lately, so. I thought I'd be nice and put it as 302. But I hope as well. Roll to grab these arrows. Apparently that's still a stealth attack despite the fact that that guy saw me. 100% there. Please be nice today, Idril. Free that guy. No, Idril. Oh, Idril. Here's our Caragor. I'm going to grab him, murder him. Come on, corner, murder this guy. There's a little bit of time here, but not the worst thing in the world. So the mission says reach the city and escort these guys back, but what the mission actually means is just kill the guards on the bridge. So as long as we're killing the guards on the bridge, the game will accept us as finishing this mission. And if we did everything right, everyone should burn to death right about now, and we should be able to walk to the mission end. Cool. I thought I'd try the gambling thing out. I thought it looked fun. I think I might run it every night just at the start, and whoever comes in early can have the chance to bet. Alright, so this is essentially the game's version of an auto-scroller. Only objective we are trying to do here is build up our Elven Rage, which is that blue bar. Once we're done here, we're not going to be fighting at all. We're also not going to be using any special abilities here like the Execute, because they stop time from flowing. Except if the dragon lands, then we're going to take a punt on the dragon dropping a red gem for us. we have Elven Rage. So we're going to back up here. So we're going to back up. Thank you. We're going to make sure we get eyes on that dragon, wherever it is. It's very important that we get this prompt up now. Because that prompt actually causes real havoc. Didn't get him. That prompt actually causes real havoc in a later fight if we get it later on. So it's really important. Come on, dragon, take another shot at me, please. So, even though this does stop the timer up the top, it has a chance to drop a tier 2 gem for us, which is really, really good. If it's the right one. It's a white gem. We'll take that. That's the second best option. And I just noticed we have a red gem, so we're going to throw that now in our weapon at the same time. And we're going to summon our Caragor and get ready for the Caragor donk again. So ideally we get a red gem there. That would be the absolute best. That would give us more weapon damage, which obviously is really, really good. But hey, a white gem is not too bad there at all. And now we do the heroic thing and defend the gates by standing back here and staring at this weird looking dragon claw. While the rest of the dragon died, this dragon claw seems to want to hang around. Let's take a quick drink. That guy's burning over there. Poor guy. Okay, so essentially we're just waiting for this guy to come up some more. I'm going to pull out our bow. Whoop, no, I did not do that right, but that's okay. Guy is still on fire, yeah. Hey, Sir Belman. Yeah, he's still on fire. So, if we pulled out our bow correctly, we could have avoided that line. But that's okay, because that was nice and quick. Chop that guy in half, and we'll go on to fight some Nazgul.
From the beginning, Sauron was a creature built for war.
Gonna walk up here, activate Elven Rage, spam the execute. Spam the execute, please. Thank you. Good, he's down. Millhouse, buddy, thank you very much for the follow. I really, really appreciate it. Dodge that. 2, 3. So every 4 attacks, these Nazgul will do a special move and run away. And then they'll occasionally strike me. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is there. And so the Nazgul are doing a random attack this time. You just have to hit spacebar. Very difficult mechanics there. Now, occasionally you will see me, when they do the 4 strikes, you will see me spamming my block like here. And when I'm able to get the Ghost of Cerebrumor to come out, that's actually a good thing, because we're able to get an extra strike in between that. So if you're ever wondering why I'm spamming block whenever they do those abilities, well, they are shooting lots today. Why I'm spamming block like this is to try to get an extra swing in. Oh, that might have been a little bit of a waste of an execute, but that's okay. Ideally, we'd focus down one Nazgul at a time, because it's slow. It speeds up that chain link they do of the attacks. Okay, 3 Nazgul down, 2 more to go. That guy's broken. So you can just, once the Nazgul are broken as well, you can just press F on them straight away, and that will send them away. Oh, we're doing the overhang glitch. That's just a sword swinging glitch that unfortunately does not work in our favour. It's where you sort of start to swing, you stop, and then you start to swing again. Alright, and after bravely defeating all the Nazgul, we are struck down and have to be rescued by Atariel. And this is the only instance where we don't want to start sprinting straight away. You've got to wait for our UI to come back and then you start sprinting. If you sprint straight away there, you'll get a donkey sprint, which essentially eats your focus, but does not give you the power of the sprint. So it's a very, very rude sprint. And I'm going to do some punch sprinting here just once to get a little bit more focus so that I'm able to more easily work my way through the last bit. Okay. Run up here, jump up here. And now we're going to avoid using our focus to get some back. I miss the days of having Shadow Strike for this area. It was really cool. Back when I first started running, we had Shadow Strike for this area. It looked really smooth. Unfortunately, we found it faster to instead grab Caragor riding, which means we don't get to get Shadow Strike early. And while Shadow Strike looks cool, it's just not faster. We don't actually grab Shadow Strike now till super late game. Alright, so we're probably still going to come about 2 minutes ahead, 2 minutes behind. I reckon maybe even 2:30 because we're a little slow on the Drake fight. On the Nazgul fight, sorry, but it's all good because we've still got the recruiting phase to go, and that is where the big time loss or time win is going to be. So this, by the way, is how not, if you're a game developer out there, this is not how to design a stealth level. So the stealth level of 4 is way better. This one, the wording is changed from do not set off the alarm to not be detected. And not be detected is terrible if you're trying to go fast. And the button for brand these orcs, which allows me to change them to my side, is also the same button as jump off the ledge in front of the archer and get immediately detected by them. So there's a fine line between going Water Saw Redeemed Hydrate. Alright buddy. Give me a second and I will definitely hydrate for you. So I am really bad at staying hydrated lately. Okay, so it doesn't matter who we grab here out of these two, we're just going to grab this one because he's quicker. Pull out our bow, shoot this before this triggers, grab that, and then dive down here. And then hope to golly gosh that our archers are doing their jobs today. Our archers are not doing their jobs today. Oh my golly gosh. Thankfully I had 6-shot bow. Now I'm going to hydrate. And we're actually going to miss our split, but that's okay, because hydration is more important than splitting. Thank you very much for that water saw. I hope someday we get the weird one-off 99-point skill glitch to be consistent so Shadow Strike can be used again. You have no idea how much that glitch would mean to me. I mean, we can't buy all the augment runes straight away, but that glitch would be absolutely fantastic. This run would probably drop by close to 40 minutes, I reckon, if we had that. That's no joke. Alright, that's Bruise. We're going to start off by shooting these. And then we're going to go into our inventory while we're in the air, go into our character. We're going to unlock Bracelet Daggers, which is useless, Elven Light, and we're going to grab Cleansing Blaze, which is really, really good and underrated in most casual playthroughs. Now set Bruise on fire, because being on fire is good for an OLAG, it's good for his skin. And unfortunately we get his lines, but there's not much we can do about that. Olags are about the only orcs that we can't control. Whether or not we get their lines, it's just a bit of luck whether or not we get their lines. We're going to cleave here to try to get some more might stacks. Bruce's opponent must be quite weak if Bruce is able to kill. Bruce just has some exploits that we can, has some stats that we can easily abuse. So this is not great, because what's going to happen here is as soon as I start trying to brand Bruce, those other orcs are going to come over. I can see them on the map. Now theoretically we can kill Bruce here, so I need to be careful. But we should be right now that everyone else is on fire. Nearly got interrupted there, but we did grab Bruce. So that's all good. We got a bit of a time save. Okay. Okay. If we kill Bruce, we fail the mission and have to do it again. It's not a permanent effect, but it does lose us a ton of times. Yeah, you just fail the level and go back to the start of the Bruce fight. Alright, so this used to be the worst, literally the worst split in the game for me, personally. Thankfully, Gannis Ultima, the old world record holder before I held the game way back in 2017, worked out that with a tiny bit of saving, we can have our Elven Rage up here, and it is really useful versus Grogs. So, we're going to run through this mission like normal. And for anyone who's ever lost in this forest and doesn't know where to go, you can turn on your Wraith Vision, and it will show you exactly where the next target is. Okay. Unfortunately, we can't do the quick kill on the Caragor since we don't have our might. Since I had to use it on the Bruce fight, but that's okay. I don't know what's going on there. That was weird. That was really weird. So I accidentally did a slide there, which is absolutely useless. Don't do that in the runs. That wasted a good few seconds, but nothing terrible. Grog's gonna spawn. This used to be the worst fight we had. Now it's just simply this. And he's dead. And we're gonna walk over here. We're gonna make sure to grab these arrows. We're gonna stay wide here so that our shot isn't blocked by the tree. Immediately shoot that guy in the head with donkey shot. Use the might that we had from the killing the Grog to immediately chop off its head. And very, very consistent strategy here. Like you can see there, basically dead on point with my PB for that split. Alright, let's do quick levels up. We're going to grab Ice Storm and we're going to grab Combat Consume. Hopefully we don't have to use Combat Consume, but you never know. We're going to do a quick gear check here. Cool, cool, and don't care. And this is it. This is the split that's going to help us determine whether or not we're going to get sub 3. So this split, for anyone who isn't aware, we are at the part of the game now where we have to recruit 3 orcs onto our side, or captains onto our side. And essentially it is completely RNG because all captains have to be our level or lower for us to actually take them. If they're not, we have to use an ability called Shame, which essentially brings them down to our level 90% of the time. There is an exception, but I'll go over that if it happens. We grab this fast travel point just because we're going to use it a lot in the game. But outside of that, we're going to look now at the army. You've got 4 bodyguards and you've got 3 bodyguards. So we're actually going to go for you because you're going to have the best chance of having a bodyguard that we can take straight away. So in the old days, we would just look for missions and just hope and pray. Since then, however, I also need to quickly go into my character. And this sounds stupid, but I'm going to turn off the ability to dominate orcs. And that will actually make a glitch possible that we may or may not use that allows us to instantly terrify all captains that haven't seen us as long as they meet a certain set of conditions. So they can't have a shield and they can't be no lag. And obviously they can't see us. Tooth and Talon. Oh.
Ce chef de guerre prend des risques avec cet appât, Drake.
So I side there because this is definitely one of the slower ones that we can possibly get. In terms of missions we need to spawn the War Chief. So we've got to do like a little side mission before the War Chief will actually spawn. I believe it's this one here that we go for. And we want to get up high now. Okay. Damn. So no glitch today again. I will still try for the terrifying glitch on one of his captains, but we can't do it on the War Chief.
Et les coudre pour en faire quelque chose de confortable.
Oh my golly gosh. That RNG is insanely good if I do this right. Okay. Let's plan this properly. Let's take our time here. I think I got it. Ah, I got interrupted by the guy retreating. That's unfortunate. Alright, so essentially why this RNG is insane is because he has 2 orcs that I can actually take at my level and don't have to shame down. So we're really, really hoping that I'm able to take them straight away. Alright, orc lines. That guy's still retreating, so we need to make sure that we don't let him escape. 1. We've already got 1 orc. That's so quick for 1 orc. So he's now on our side. We're going to send him away so he doesn't die here. Day 69, I forgot your stream. I hate myself now. Well, I have some RNG for you here, Kaiser. I have 3 level 11s. In this fight, it is driving me insane because I'm literally just getting constantly bodied by bombs, but I've already got 1 orc already. Really bad start to the run, but yeah. I found a good consistent jump. That's great, man. So this guy had 4 bodyguards for starters. God. Sorry, shot that. Okay. Apparently I did not. really got to get our might up. That would be the best way. Dragon is just wrecking my stuff. Hopefully... Okay, that's 2 down. Maybe? Nope. I don't think I'm going to get this lucky to get this guy, but I'm going to keep trying. Ah, frick. These Olags are getting in my way pretty badly, though. Got him. Oh, wow. Alright, I'm actually going to stay here and I'm going to kill the War Chief now because there's no difference. I'd have to fight him anyway later on. But essentially that's all 3 orcs recruited. That is insanely fast. And now I do not have to worry about people dying. I can just go for gold here. It'd be really nice if I could get some focus. If this does get a little bit too hectic, I will end up just piecing out. But for now, while I've got him here and he's already half health, I may as well fight him. Really no difference to fighting him now or fighting him later. Just would be really nice to get some... There we go. We don't care about this guy. He can just die. As long as Bruce doesn't show up and ruin our day, we're good. And the reason why I'm staying and fighting this guy is because we're going to have to fight him anyway in the next split. Okay. Hi, buddy. Shame, shame. Oh, that's him down. Oh, I made him insane. Cool. Let's grab an Carivore and let's get out of here now. We don't need to be here anymore. So now I just have to wait. Essentially, we've got to wait for Bruce to spawn 3 times. I have no idea if I can actually spawn him on a Caragor because I've never done it this fast. So I'm just going to get off the Caragor to be safe. And what I'm going to be doing now is looking really stupid, but I'm going to be running back and forth between loading planes trying to trigger this. So this is one of 3 times that Bruce has to appear to us. And then once he's done... Oh, the game shortened my split as well. So that's Orcs are friends, not food, but it decided to oaf nuff. I like that, so... Don't want to see epics and stuff.
No.
Oh god. Just could not hit buttons then. Alright, come on Bruce. So that little lock symbol behind me is actually the next mission that I need to do. And it is locked until Bruce comes 3 times. Hence why I'm just running back and forth between lone triggers, trying to trigger him. There we go. So usually what happens in recruiting is we pick up an orc, we see Bruce, we pick up the second orc, we see Bruce, we pick up the third orc, we see Bruce. That's usually how it goes. I just got very, very lucky RNG here. Still not world record pace, unfortunately, because of my early game. Had I not had my early game so bad, if it wasn't like 2 minutes behind, it could actually be, but yeah. It's all good.
Guards.
You need to go kill. I'm up the wrong step. You need to kill that guy. Good job. Come on, Bruce. Spawn again, please, mate. There we go. But we are still super ahead of my PB, so this is great. This is a great start.
C'est qu'un chef de guerre engage comme garde du corps. Et comme ça, il le trucide. Bon, aucun chef de guerre engagera un garde du corps sans qu'il ait fait ses preuves. Et l'endroit idéal, c'est les fosses de combat.
Okay. I'm in a good mood now.
De confiance quand on survit là-bas. J'en sais rien, mais c'est l'occasion de se marrer. Et il faudrait être idiot pour faire confiance à un orc, donc ça se tient. Vas-y, tente le coup.
Guards.
Okay, so now that we've done that mission, essentially this mission over here is now unlocked for us to play. And that looks all good. What am I doing? Start the mission. And split. Split. Okay. Let's have a sip of water. And I do apologise if you can hear the dogs outside. Unfortunately, our neighbours' dogs do like to bark. Let me close the curtains, see if I can dampen anything. They are both very good doggos, but unfortunately they do like to bark. I'm fighting Sultan on level 80 and Brutal Execution takes away all of his HP. Oh, that's cheating, man. Leave Sultan alone. I'm not entirely sure what I'm looking at, but okay, a little ran off my phone was while I was distracted. Oh no, your little one ran off? I'm sorry that I was so distracting that your little guy decided to run away. Come on, Bruce. Get in here, please. So, in an ideal world, Bruce gets here early. The other guy made it over the wall. Bruce has still got to punch through the wall. That's okay. Bruce is going to instantly teleport inside. A critical hit with a basic attack did 1/5 of his HP on Brutal. Kaiser, leave Sultan alone. Poor Sultan. Might Caragor just spawn in the air then? Okay. And immediately get the dunk on the War Chief. That is nice. Blow that up. Wow, he's actually low enough level to take, but unfortunately it is faster to dunk him, so I'm not going to take him. So, we're just going to dunk this guy out of the way. Cool. Keep going on. I'm going to blow up this barrel for the extra might it will give us. And then we're just going to start running around here, gathering our might so we can dunk this guy down. Okay, we got our might. Oh, and we dunked the wrong guy, and that's okay. Oh, apparently we wanted to kill that guy really decently. We're not going to even bother going for the dunk anymore because we've got the capture since we pushed him out of the circle. The war chief is dead, so he's going to give up. Did you win? I was off making a breakfast burrito. I won recruiting. Let's put it that way. I absolutely won recruiting. Yeah. And I have no idea what happened in this split either, but apparently my PB had a horrible Eton, which is great for me. So I absolutely won. Yeah, I don't even know what happened there. I'm gonna take that as an absolute win though. So yeah, for your reference, FK Coffee, what happened was I went to the War Chief and he had not one, not two, but 3 level 11 bodyguards. Kaiser redeemed Hydrate. I'm gonna have to up the price of that Hydrate. There is a big Hydrate for you guys, so I'm definitely gonna have to up the price of that Hydrate. 100 coins is too cheap. 100 Mirren is too cheap. Yeah, too bad I didn't have a better early game. Too bad I did so bad in the arena. But yeah, that's fantastic. Okay, and you're a Caragor rider, so you're in charge because I don't want you fighting in the pit because Caragors are slow. You got 10,000. Oh my golly gosh. I definitely need to upgrade Hydrate. Sir Bobbin redeemed Hydrate. Oh, as you wish, sir. I am running out of water though. Yeah, definitely gonna have to up the price of that. So, question while I've got a bunch of people in the chat to make it easier. What do you guys think of the timer in the top right? I have made it see-through now. Is that easy enough to read still? All good? Need changes? Let me know please, because I've only done that this stream. And this is an in-game cutscene, so there's nothing I can do here. Can you sing? I sound like a screeching monkey when singing. I love singing, but I sound like a screeching monkey. Could make you hydrate 20 times in a row, but I have mercy. Don't want you to hold another Wii for the Wii. Oh, I remember that competition. I remember the Wii for the Wii. That poor person died, didn't they? Trying to hold their Wii to win a Wii. And no, I cannot sing, but I love to sing, but I cannot actually sing. It literally sounds like dragging a walrus face first down a blackboard while it's using a cat to try to dust the board off at the same time. It's horrendous. Alrighty. Yeah, woman overhydrated herself and died. Well, I will promise not. I don't have that much water left, so I cannot do that. Alright, Olag. Versus a tank. Let's hope our Olag friend is going to get a strike in, but he looks fairly slow. So this is another bit of RNG. We have no control here. Unfortunately, our Olag is yet to actually land a strike yet. This is all the other guy who's actually quite fast. My Olag is tanky. Alright. So we're going to lose a little bit of time here just because the Olag is not actually able to land a strike yet. Still hasn't actually landed a strike. Nearly. He was starting to wind up then, but hasn't landed a strike still. Our only hope is that the other guy taunts, but our Olag may just die here. Okay, so he's going to wind up. Nope, he's still walking around. Wind up. He decided to throw a bomb rather than actually strike his target. Oh, it's a level 4 guy, and you're about to die. Hey, our guy won, but that should have been over way quicker. I love the pit fights, even though the AI is so dumb. I wish the AI was just a little bit smarter in the pit fights, and they would look really cool. I wish there was like a stacking system, like if your guy hadn't attacked in like 3 or 4 turns, they should just get priority to attack so it doesn't just look like they're getting beat down constantly. But anyway. Alrighty. And here is the only part of the game where it's faster not to own DLC. Like I said it each time, the next 2 prompts don't come up if you don't own the DLC. These ones there. Alright, so we're quickly going to go into our army. And we're going to go 3-2. Pack them up. And this may look a bit strange doing it at this split. But what that's going to do is that's going to give us a new set of orcs later on. That's all of them. So we're going to go on a quest, go over to Carnage Spain, and we're going to fast travel. So we'll probably lose maybe about maybe a minute. I feel like I want to say a minute over my PB here, but we're still going to be way ahead going into the next section. Check out Elven Rage. Our Elven Rage is actually fantastic for once going into Carnage Bane. We have a good amount of Elven Rage. I have not done a gear check in a while, so I'm quickly going to do a quick gear check here. I believe I got a new sword. I did. New dagger. No new bows. New ring. That's kind of important as well. So I don't need to stop to build any more Elven Rage, and we can go straight to Carnage Bane. Up we hop. And here we go. Let's go fight us a Balrog, okay? So, what we're going to do here is we're going to climb this tower, and if I'm lucky today, and if I'm actually good at using my... scratch that for one of the... That's never happened to me before. Don't know how that happened, but okay. That's alright. We were meant to stay on top of this tower, definitely not leap over it. This is not a good start because my shots are going a little bit wide here. This guy is not in a bad position. Got him. With just enough spare arrows. And we got lucky, Zog is dazed here, which is really, really good for us. Okay, that was really, really good. So this is actually not Zog's opening line, this is actually his guaranteed closing line. Technically you can kill Zog here, but it is actually bad to kill Zog there. Okay, cool. And now we get to do the Karagor skip, because I actually did things correctly today, which is great. Not the Karagor skip, the Balrog skip. It's not a Karagor, it's a Balrog. So essentially, we shouldn't be able to damage the Balrog during this phase, but if we time this right... There we go. We are now actually damaging the Balrog. And what this does is it actually skips the entirety of phase 2 of the Balrog fight. So we're still in phase 1 at the moment, we still have to fire X number of arrows into his back, but we're able to skip phase 2 entirely here. What happens if you kill him there? You jump down into the Balrog fight, you go through phase 1, but then the Balrog can never leave phase 1 and it just kind of glitches. Essentially, you do the Caragor donk on him, which obviously the game was not programmed for. One day I'll actually show that off. Yeah, essentially the game just doesn't know what to do and kind of just soft locks you in the Balrog pit. Lots of fun. So I'm using the Elven site here, the Wraith World, just to make it easy to see those. You don't actually need to use it, but it makes it easier for me personally to be able to see when his back actually opens up for me to attack. So we're now basically going into phase 2. We've got like a little chase scene here, and when we get to the top of the next climbable section, what we're meant to do is we're meant to go into this epic fight where we're riding this Garag and we're beating down the Balrog, and it takes like a good minute and a half. Like, it takes a very long time. Thankfully, since we knocked his HP down to 0, the game goes, oh, well, you've got him down to HP enough where I can trigger phase 3. This is where the phase 2 should start. The game immediately goes, oh, he's low enough HP, I'm going to start phase 3 here. But since he's also... I nearly screwed up then. Need to make sure that I've got this unlocked. Oh, I'm not the right level here. Okay, so we're just going to have to jump off, that's okay. No, I am the right level, that was fine. Ignore what I said, that was fine. Wrong, I got my wrong skill. I left 10 minutes ago and you're already at the Balrog. I got, for your instance, Watersaw, I got one of the best recruitings I've ever had in my life. I don't think I'm ever going to get that lucky on recruitment ever again. I was a little bit off-put then because I was meant to have a point of Fatal Might. That's what was throwing me off. There we are there. And we're going to go back to quests. We're going to go to the world map and we're going to fast travel here. But yeah, I am super ahead of my PB right now and I'm feeling very comfortable. So this is a good run so far. Very, very good run. War Chief could have been better. Could have been. But it is what it is. Oh, that was too early. I'm still really happy with this, man. Overall, like, I got no qualms about this run. This is a really good run, and I really hope this does PB because I think this is a good exhibition of what good RNG is. But it's also going to be a nightmare for PBs because it's going to be so hard to match this recruitment ever again. Oh, that's bad RNG. That's unfortunate. So for anyone wondering, we normally use the Caragor donk on these guys. He's a Beastmaster. He is, outside of Olags, this is the only type of orc, in theory, in most cases, that should be immune to the Caragor donk. And he's immune to arrows too. If he's adaptive, this is going to be a huge time loss. Because I don't have any great strategies for beating him now that he's immune to arrows as well. Flammable, Fear of Burn. Okay, so we know what we need to do now. Thankfully this wasn't too bad. We definitely want to kill this guy. We don't want to even play around. Yes, I know every captain is adaptive, but some adapt much quicker than others. Alright, let's grab our Caragor Might. Okay, we're going to chase this guy down now that we have the Might. Ah, oh, really? Really, game? That's how you want to play it? Okay. So that guy was on a small little outcrop and therefore couldn't target him. He's still standing on the same outcrop, which means I might not be able to actually donk him where he's standing. There we go, we got him. Watersaw redeemed Hydrate. I will get to that as soon as possible, Watersaw. I need to make sure that I focus up here because this is actually a really good run. So I promise you I will get to that as soon as it is humanly possible. There's also, I believe, a puppy dog trying to get into this room right now, but he hasn't figured out that I fixed the door and it no longer opens when he just pushes his face against it. That was not what I intended to do. Come on. There we go. That's what we intended to do. Lip syncing in French is very weird sometimes. The mouth animation was out of control. Yeah, it doesn't sync up at all. But I think that's just because it was purely based around the English. They were just not prepared for it to be... Well, you know, they wouldn't obviously redo the lip syncing. I have no one to run over right now. This is really weird. I'm used to having at least someone to run over. Okay, that's an Olag. So you're definitely getting left to last. 2 Olags. So this is where my luck unfortunately turns a little bit. I got a really good recruiting and then I got a Beastmaster into 2 Olags. He's down. Woo! Spinny legs. And now it is time. How do you Caragor donk? You get full might, you run them over, you immediately turn your mouse down towards them and you press the execute button. And if they're on the ground, it is a free Caragor donk. This guy's obviously very weak to beasts. Cool. It is that simple. What up, Bruce? Bruce killed him. I don't have my Caragor, so we're going to go to Elven. We're going to go to Talon Strike strats here. Lost a little bit of time here, about a minute and a half, but we're still ahead of our PB. I think the lip syncing is probably AI based on how animated. Probably some might just adjust different languages. I don't know. To be perfectly honest, I don't know. Let me redeem that Hydrate for you now, Watersaw, and I definitely have to update the price of that.
Je crois bien que c'était le dernier.
Faut nous attendre à une autre.
That wasn't a cutscene where I could do Hydrate. Oh, I just lost a few seconds, but that's my own fault. Not anyone else's. I knew I shouldn't have done it there. Alright, level 17. So let's go into our character. We're going to grab Mighty Glaive, and we're going to grab, that was almost the wrong talent, Elven Rage. Yep, that was my own fault.
Trahison. Nous reprendrons notre forteresse. Nous massacrerons ce maudit Olog et tous ceux qui le suivent.
Qu'en est-il de ceux qui nous suivent? Il est clair qu'ils ne sont pas dignes de confiance.
Tous ceux qui résistent serviront d'exemple.
Okay. So we pop that open, that unleashes a bunch of guards. Did not want to grab that guy's head, we actually just wanted to cut our guy free here. Wow, this orc here, man. MVP of just not letting us cut our guy free. So he's now free. And since beforehand when we packed our orcs up, the game actually just doesn't know what to do, so it just gave us another orc for free. If anyone is wondering why these orcs are hostile and then they become on my side when I free them, it is literally because the game has no idea what to do here. Because I should have orcs in this region, but I moved them all into my garrison already. Ah, Beastmaster. Beastmaster? Yep. No, not Beastmaster. Just couldn't knock him down for some reason. That was weird. Anyway. Must have the immunity trait. That stops us from being able to dunk him. That guy is getting annoying, so I'm actually going to free my follower here to give me some backup. Go around here. Oh, that guy's already killing him. They even say, let me join you. So it's actually a feature. There you go. I didn't even notice that. I guess, obviously, in French I couldn't hear it, but that's interesting. So, that's really interesting, actually. They kind of assume that might happen. I really like that. Alright, so we pray for a Caragor here. That would be good, really good RNG. No Caragor that I can see. That's okay. They're just so thankful to be free. Yeah, no, I'd be thankful to be free as well. You were tied up and tortured by a guy, and the guy who frees you is the guy who wants to go murder the other guy. Yeah, I'd be pretty thankful and be on his side for at least a little bit. There you go. I'm gonna scoot across. Gonna grab these arrows. Trying to go for that guy there. While avoiding this trap. Oh, thought he was frozen. Apparently he wasn't. Good level. Good level. Right, this guy's in range, so we're actually going to go after this guy. Since he's not enraged and the other guy is, we're just going to go after today's guy. Good job, Gura Tasty. Good job. Gura Tasty. Man, Gura Tasty. MVP of this fight. Definitely.
Que puis-je faire pour toi, maître? J'imagine que c'est à moi de te protéger maintenant.
Right, this guy apparently doesn't like ice, so we're going to try to avoid the ice on him. Grab this guy as well. We probably have way too many guys and don't actually have the cash for this, but that's okay. We're just going to grab them until we run out of cash, basically. There we go. Frozen Bruises lines. That's very rare. Thanks, Bruce. Peace out, buddy. Check the hallway. Make sure Ratbag's not following anyone. No. Looks like we don't have anyone left to fight in here. Would happen on stuff I never expected them to assume, but that's how it works. The game puts the guys from the army screen, and there is a fun fact, is that Unbreakables for the army screen will never spawn as prisoners, but you can recruit Unbreakables that way. Interesting. Also, Baby Rage cutscene, my favourite personal cutscene. I hope everyone enjoys French Baby Rage. Watch his arms here. Shakes him like an angry toddler. So much better in English. So angry in English. I'm gonna not talk about how good this is because I feel like I am getting spoiled here. we'll put Mr. Tasty in charge. I would have liked to have brought him with me, but he was just the first one I hovered over, so he's now in charge of the place. The MVP now gets the Overlord. Alright. Plenty of money still to do all this, that's fine. Oops.
Flog.
Even with all the extra guys I recruited.
Naruk.
I'm going to be skimming low on funds, which is not normal for this run, but that's okay. We've got plenty of guys in the back. Alright, quest. They're spawn prisoners that exist fine. I had to find out the hard way. I'm going to shut up since this looks too good. No. Please, never expect yourselves to have to shut up, Twitch chat. If I need to, I will stop looking at you. But right now, I don't expect you guys to be quiet. I expect you guys to be talking and having a good time, because end of the day, that's what I'm here for. Like, I am here for speedrunning. I love speedrunning, but I'm also here for entertainment, and I want you guys to be entertained. No. Okay. Fine. Do whatever you want, guys. So I'm not going to tell you to continue talking if you don't want to. But at the end of the day, guys, if I ever need to stop looking at you, I will. You are never responsible for me making mistakes. Now, I kind of screwed up Captainless Kyrus, so I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but we'll see. So let's go into our recruiters. 9 recruiters already, that's a lot. Okay, so the guy death defied. We know that much. No. Actually, we can go into characters anyway and grab Perfect Guard. We know the guy death defied because he did not replace the dead guy. So I have to be good here, and hopefully we don't get his lines. Cool. But I lost the ability to recruit a pretender that way. Ooh. They're the rare ones you keep telling me about. That's the rare one you made me put in my main game. And I see Captain's Kyrus so nice. Yeah, so what I actually did is I actually did the Captainless Kyrus strat from the arena split. And do you know how much this makes me happy? The Blood Axe, for anyone who doesn't know, I have a history with the Blood Axe. They have the longest lines by like 0.16 seconds in this game when you encounter them normally. But when they're the Overlord, they don't have the long lines. So it makes me absolutely thrilled to be able to get to dunk on this guy, basically. I am going to be so happy to dunk on him. Alright. Maybe the Carabrimbor skin brought me luck, because this is the first time I've used Carabrimbor in a run. Nia Laurie asked if I could change skin because she was sick of looking Italian each time, so I switched to Carabrimbor. So, we thank Nia Laurie for the good RNG here. If you're still around, which you should be. So we grab our captain friend here. We're going to actually, even though this is slightly slower to use his abilities, we're just going to grab the Elven Rage here, just as a backup here. I only waste a few seconds of time here. She just said it was, she'd like to be able to see a different skin besides Talent, which is fine. I'm not going to blame her on that. So I went through my skins. She didn't end up picking a skin, but then I saw that I haven't actually ever done a run with Carabrimbor, so I was like, well, it's about damn time. Please, Carabrimbor, get off the wall. Maybe we shouldn't. I actually can't stop running up the walls. Maybe we shouldn't use Carabrimbor. He's a naughty boy. I'm actually going to do this strategy from later in the game here, just to keep in the circle while not getting slowed down at all by orcs. Cool. Wow, Caribou Boss really loving the walls of this run. Yeah, he's just a wall guy. He's, you know, he technically is a jewelsmith, but apparently he's also an architect, and he was just loving those walls. So here I'm essentially edge guarding, and I'm trying to keep as many of the orcs out of the circle as possible. I really wish my guy would get in here, and in fact I'm going to grab him soon if he doesn't. Okay, he's in. Oh, he's healing up. Good job. Okay. And for anyone not aware, we name our Caragors in this stream. So this Caragor, we named the second one. I let the stream name the second one. So you guys can start thinking of names for the second Caragor. But the first Caragor is always the best name that has ever been suggested, and that is Carabrimgor. Ah, so good to get to dunk on your face, Mr. Bloodaxe. I'm just so happy I can get to dunk on this guy's face. Okay, he decided he was immune. But that just makes me hate blood axes more, but that's okay. We'll do the backup. That's why we got the Elven Rage. Ow. But that's why we got Elven Rage, just as a backup. Oh no, really? 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 Ah, oh, that was my own fault. Sorry for screaming there, chat. That was my own fault. 100% that one was on me. Yeah, I knew. I was just kind of tilted, guys. So, we're going to get out of Brutal now before I die and throw this whole run away. 100% I know. Yeah. That was on me. Okay. Screw blood axes. Your fate just went from bad to worse. You face an orc who speaks in long. Screw blood axes. Let's put that out there. Blood axes are officially the worst orcs. We can all agree now. Because they are rude and make me lose a ton of time. Apparently he didn't like me talking shit about his blood axes, apparently. Well, apparently he should get a better blood axe, because I'm going to talk shit about him for the rest of eternity. Every time I run this game. I need to get better at identifying that, though. That was a huge mistake. I knew he was a tank, and I was just upset and not focusing right, and yeah, triggered his death defying. But him being execute immune, arrow immune, and immune to donks was really, really frustrating. That was a bad series of luck, but you know, I can't complain considering the luck I got beforehand. Alright, we're gonna pack up our two dudes, get going. We're going to go into army. Pack up our dudes. Actually, that's all the money we have for, so we can't even pack up the other dude. Quest. Where are the humans? Why do I always lose the humans here? Alright. Still got to get through Saragost, everyone. No need to panic yet. Still got to get through Saragost. And Gorgoth. Alright. Up we go. Alright, can't climb that bit. Climb. Carabringor. That was actually Captain that we ran over then. Thankfully he didn't give me his lines. Go. Oh, good. And let's move on to Frozen Flame. There is a single frame there for some reason that you can gain control of Celebrimbor and make him roll. Doesn't actually help us in any way, but it looks funny as all buggery. And like always, we want to keep a Caragor glued to the ground here. Caragors are faster when they're running, and we don't want to be jumping over objects like we do with Talion. Or, in this case, Celebrimbor. So we're going to stealthily pilot around this rock, which is really difficult. For that, very, very hard trick. Like, one of the hardest in the game. And now we're going to do the chase sequence. Which is really, really easy if you are a speedrunner and have a really good idea about where all these icicles actually are and the timing to shoot them. So he's going to take the shortcut here to catch up, which is through this way rather than pathing through those icicles like he should. But it is all good, he cannot catch up. That's the last one we need. Oh, I am so bad at this game. So, using a controller here is as fast as keyboard and mouse. This is one of the few segments. It's not really any faster, but I'm so used to it because I used to play on controller that I just kind of default back to it. So I just find it much easier. I will actually use the mouse temporarily during the next bit. We'll read chat in a second. Shortcut the Balrog took from one of those interesting things they've thought of. Yeah, you're right. It is just something the devs thought of. Like if you hit every single one, the barrel cannot keep up. So they were smart. Yeah. Rain down some more ice on him during the cutscene. Please don't shake, Barrel. He's going to shake. Very rude boy. Decides to shake. And he's gone straight to the spin. That was actually pretty good. Alright, that was very solid. Don't know what happened in my PB, but okay. I'll take that any day of the week. He doesn't like another gold split, hey? 1, 2. Slightly too fast there. All good. Oh, my old shoulder's starting to ache though. Up, Italian. Shoot that guy, get him out of the way, make sure he doesn't interfere here. Jump off, please, Talion. Carabrimbor, not Talion. Just so used to blaming Talion for everything that I don't even think about blaming Carabrimbor. Let's see if we can get the swag jump here. No. Oh, that's terrible. Didn't get enough height off that jump. Lost a few seconds there. Come on. Yeah, you have to, when you think about it, you really have to give the devs a lot of credit. They thought of a lot of scenarios that me personally, as someone who, I don't develop software, but I do like manage projects and apps and things like that in my day life, I would not have thought of. Like I just would not have thought of the scenario where someone ditches all their recruited orcs. Where am I going? This way. So I'm glad they did. Get the donk on him, didn't even go near him, just sort of pretended like I threw my spear at him and he runs away. Thankfully all the orcs will just flee now. Most of the orcs will flee, apparently one of them is, 2 of them are real ballsy. But that's okay. No, apparently they just want to fight today. Normally they flee. Got the swag jump, saved about 1.4 seconds there with the swag jump. Not even that really, but looks cool. So glad I could do it. And on to the next one.
Notre malheur semble les amuser. Alors on va leur faire payer leur sens de divertissement.
No, I didn't. I promise you, I really promise you, dude, I did not kill your beastie, okay? I know you want to blame me, but it's literally right there. What I'm doing now is we have to fight all those guys up the top anyway. I'm really just speeding up the process by going around and using my abilities on them. here. And there's a couple up here still. Okay, Captain spawned. That's great. Arrow proof, so we have to take his lines. That's unfortunate. If he's not arrow proof, you don't take his lines. There. Pick him up, give him the old 1-2 donk, and we're mission time. Yeah, it's very rare that the orcs are actually braver than their captains. Character. What are we, level 22? So we can get the upgraded carrier now, which is great. We can go here, here, and here. Cool. Well, I probably should do an inventory check, actually, while I'm here. More damage, great. More damage, great. More damage and a hammer. Legendary. Didn't even check what legendary it was, but it's a legendary, so actually that'll have even more damage on it because it's 21. And things are looking up so far. Okay. Let's quickly go into our garrison. Into our army. He's now our bodyguard. Start this with absolutely no one, and let's hope for a really good Saragost, eh? Oh. And let's grab a bit of drink. No one used the hydrate command, but luckily I'm an adult enough to know when I need a drink sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Do we get good RNG? He's not an Olag, and he's not a Beastmaster. Trip down faster, faster. FK Coffee used hydrate. I will hydrate again just for you, buddy. There, you justified it. Well, I had a second one. Definitely need to up the price of that, though. I once got a sword that gives 50% glaive damage, 50% general, and a chance to set opponents on fire, but it got broken by an Olag in the next fight. What you should have done then is gone back and killed that Olag, and you would have actually got your sword back and it upgraded. Yes, that sword is amazing, and I would love it in this run, but unfortunately I can't tell the game to give me one of those. Oh, hey, that was not very nice, Mr. Wargrog. Where are you? You here? What am I doing? It's like, where's my Caragor? But, like, I literally hadn't summoned him yet. I'm going to get off my Caragor at this point. I'm going to kill these guys by hand because they're low enough level to the point where they can actually help me. Just get off the Caragor, please. Plus, I really need my Caragor to die at this point. I will get my follower up in a second. Just would like to set these guys on fire if possible. Oh! Very rude of that guy. That was definitely the wrong button. But that's okay, still got him. I was actually trying to do combat brand then and I just hit the wrong button by mistake and set him on fire, but that's okay. He lived through it. And now he's on our side. So things are looking up. So for anyone wondering why I'm recruiting during this, even though it is slower, for every captain I have in that circle, it actually does increase my capture speed. That's what I was trying to do, which is combat brand, which we haven't actually used in this run before. Let's bring him up. Alright. Looking up so far. So as we knock down that Caragor bait, they should be here. Yep. There is a... Wait, where's his guys? Okay, it's just him. Here's an Olag, which is unfortunate, but there is no one else besides him here. Immune to fire. That's fine. Gonna get his lines here most likely by executing him, but that's alright. It's worth the lines to speed up his death. Fiery Outlaw Destroyer.
Tu as encore beaucoup de chemin à faire, mais je m'apprête à le raccourcir considérablement.
We take those kind of deaths any day. Is there any Caragors left? There is a Caragor left. Look at that. Even this guy decided to hang around for a bit. Thank you very much, buddy. You are a lovely Caragor, and don't let anyone tell you you're not. Ah. Pick him up, give him the old donk. We're gonna have to get off our mount to defeat this Olag. Here. There we are. He knocked me off the mount for me. Very nice fella. In theory, we don't actually need to kill this guy, but I just want to get him out of the way. Actually, we're gonna even do one better. This is... So far, without jinxing it, this has been a very solid Saragost. Definitely ain't over yet. And there are multiple Caragors around for me to take. One Olag there, that's fine. Did not get the donk there. There's lots of Olags around, so it's going to be very hard to actually donk this guy. Gonna hit that. Try to maybe clear some of the Olags. So far, not much luck here. He's a beast. He's immune to the Caragor donk anyway. Oh. Get out of my way, please, my friend. I need to get to your war chief. Oh, good job, Archer. I'm not saying a word till I actually dunk this guy. Because I talked crap about the blood axe and I got my comeuppance. But yeah, can't say a word. I got a Drain Stalk who would say Meg, and it would be so funny when an Overlord gives him a serious talk about how he's going to win, and my guy would just say Meg and then go kill him. I love Drain Stalks. They are my favourite, without a doubt. For speedrunning, it's Drunks. Obviously, they are the best orcs, because they just forget their lines and stop talking and start fighting. But for personal play, I love Deranged. I'm trying, in my 100% game, not that I play it much anymore, to build an entire fortress of just Deranged orcs. Okay. Oh, that was slow, apparently. That was a slow Saragost, apparently. That felt so fast. Wow. What did my PB do in Saragost? I love the one that just screams really loud. It is great, isn't it? I wonder if I just incorrectly split for Bloodsport, maybe? And that's why this is such a short instance. Maybe I just didn't do my splits right. And there's the split. There. I don't even know if I have enough money to pack anyone up, but I'll certainly try. Army.
School.
Oh, 4 grand.
Pour accord. Maozu. Maozu. Moog. Moog.
Alright. That'll do. Quest. Okay, guys. Would you like to see something new? And there was a hydrate, so I'm going to try it very quickly. Hydrate, thank you very much, Watersaw. Would you guys like to see something new? You failed the mission in Bloodsport. What? Oh, failed the mission in Bloodsport. Okay, okay. I was like, what did I do wrong? But no, I get what you mean now. Sorry, that was my fault, yeah. Yeah, okay. That is so many hydrates. I have to change the amount that is. That was a bit silly making that 100. It's like, no one's going to have 100 on my channel, right? No one's actually ever going to watch me for longer than like 20 seconds. I will give you those redeems back, Watersaw, because I'm not going to be able to hydrate that much. But here is some new skips, guys. So Kairos and I worked on this a bit together. We run up here, and instead of going our normal route, we take the Bright Lord route for a little bit. We skirt here. Hopefully I can show this well. We jump here. We make sure we Shadow Strike to here. We then turn up this door, climb up here, and now we're skirting along a mission fail plane here. And I want to jump off that chimney to be able to Shadow Strike over here, which goes directly through a mission fail plane, but doesn't actually touch it. We're then going to come up here, climb this building all the way to the top. I think this can be optimized a little bit more, but I'm not sure. Jump over a mission fail plane, which is directly below us. and we have arrived at our destination in a much, much quicker time than what we do by normally running around the outside like a trailer park girl. Yeah, that was last 2 days. That's what I've been working on and Kaiser's been working on. Oops, could have done that better if I had a point into that and a point there. Well, that doesn't actually matter. Oh, really? What are you doing, Sul'dan? Sul'dan's being rude again. Kaiser, Sul'dan's being mean to me. Okay, so he's inside the light somehow, but doing that. Alright. Yeah, with absolute perfect movement, sub 40 seconds, where it used to take me about a minute and a half. Not even finished with one full execute. Not all of us can be level 80, Kaiser. But I very much expected that to be I very much expected that to be a gold split, for sure. We need to grab Shadow Strike here before we start this mission. It's not a huge time save, but I think unless we find another big glitch, I think the personally, I think the era of massive time saves are pretty much done for this game, and now it's going to be about small optimizations like that that are going to make or break runs as we go forward. Again, that's personal. Oh, I didn't level up. Really weird. My XP is off for this. That's really weird. I should have way more XP than what I do. Anyway, probably because I'm recruiting instead of killing orcs like we normally do. Anyway, no Shadow Strike from me, which means this is going to be slow. How does a tap on the shoulder take away half health, but a stab through the back takes less than a quarter? Well, I guess his shoulder's his weak point. Maybe that's where his brains are. Maybe that's where Nazgul brains are. So, like, that's their weak point. Ah, he got me. It's okay. We're going to roll away here because that will be phase 1 done. We're going to slide down the hill backwards while he's talking to us because we've got no respect for him whatsoever. Fortunately, we can't Shadow Strike here, which I would normally do, but for some reason my leveling is off. Oh! Okay, I actually need you for once to summon ghouls here. If we do this right, we can gain control during this cutscene. Yep, we've got control during this cutscene, so we're just going to walk here. I don't have Shadow Strike. I normally would Shadow Strike there. I was wondering why my movement looked so weird through there. Okay, I can't actually stop him from doing this because I don't have Shadow Strike. That's bad RNG. Technically an execute would also stop him, but I lost my execute. A little bit of time loss there because that was a bad hammer, but I'm okay with this still. Big hammer to the head. Thankfully Atariel scares him off. Goes ooga booga booga with her light and scares her off. Okay, and now we're going to head to Fire and Fury. Okay. That's odd. Having a hammer here is not great. I hate doing this fight with a hammer, but it's the best weapon I've got, unfortunately. Hey Shrever. Yeah, Kara Brimborg skins for good luck. Actually, it was because Nylori said that she was sick of seeing the Talion skins, so she wanted to see something. They wanted to see something else. Apologies, Nylori. I'm not sure why I'm referring to your gender. It does not matter. I should not assume. And so I decided to pick Kara Brimborg as a different skin. Come on, guys. We actually want to execute the dragon, please. Thank you. Where's that dragon? Where is that cheeky dragon? Really? Didn't stun it. We're just going to start hammering it down. Just in case we don't get it down. We did get it down, so that's good. The hammer was a good addition to good addition as it wasn't in Shadow of Mordor. Yeah, I think it's great. How do I put it? I personally don't like the Shadow, but I think it's great that they give you options. I think that's a really underrated bit in game design in general, is that options for the player, as long as they don't are mandatory, are great. I didn't even check my Elven Rage. I hope to golly gosh I have enough Elven Rage here. I didn't even check. Just not enough. Still a pretty solid hammer fight overall. I do. Oh, that's alright. We have plenty of backups if I don't, but it's just a pain in the bottom. Alright, I'm going to try to work my way through those hydrates really quickly. So, 1 hydrate. 2 hydrates. That's all I got time for. We've got 2 more to go. Quest. Gravewalkers. Alright. Hey man, what do you recommend when you are starting the game? I recommend playing it on a difficulty that doesn't make you frustrated. And I recommend taking your time and scouting out all of the captain's weaknesses. I think those are hugely unrelated things. In terms of talent, the only one I would say that most people seem to avoid is Elven Light with the Cleansing Fire upgrade is really, really strong. And glaives are very much underutilized in casual playthrough. So I would suggest getting used to using a glaive and doing some Cleansing Fire Elven Light as well. But outside of that, it's a really good game to take slow.
Built for war.
That would be my biggest recommendation, is take it slow, don't try to go fast. But thanks for the question, Combo Stock. And thank you very much for the follow, buddy. Really appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. Alright, let's head into Grave Walkers. Got 2 more hydrates to get through, and I will get through the water saw. When my hands are not busy speedrunning.
Tant que vous porterez cette année, ils seront.
Combien y a-t-il de Nazgûl?
N'hésitez pas. La mort pour eux est une bénédiction.
I don't actually have Shadow Strike. My router's going to be very messed up if I don't have Shadow Strike. So let me get that now. Thankfully, ghosts in this dimension are really weak to fire, so we can just fire them away.
Il risque d'y en avoir bien d'autres. Mieux vaut éviter. Retourne à la terre.
Just make sure that a Tyrell goes and kills that guy. And we're going to director over there to kill that one while we head up here. Grab this guy, stand on this wall. You confident in this run? No, Laurie, I am never confident till we get through Gorgoth. To be perfectly frank with you, I am never confident till I get through Gorgoth. But so far, it is very, very good. I will put it that way. Now, if I did this right, Tariel should kill him any second. She's been a bit slow today, and I should skip the cutscene where I'm based on where I'm standing. Damn! Did not skip the cutscene. Nylori redeemed Sing mode. Well, let us say. Oh god, I can't sing. Give me a second, and I'll just give me a second to think, and then I'll get Sing mode going. Thank you for that, by the way. Thank you for that. It is very, very annoying that I have to sing for the next 2 minutes. Like I said, I am not a good singer, but you guys have requested it, so now I'm going to be singing for the next little while in this game. I hope you're happy with yourself. I hope you're enjoying my horrible, horrible singing. And that it brings you so much joy, because I cannot sing at all. For those who are wondering what's going on, my tweets chat have, it is my own fault for having this perk. Fair enough, it is my own fault. Oh my god. I'm not sure I can keep this up for much longer, and I definitely have to review my perks. I think Sing mode is definitely going to be the first one that will let it go. Time to watch the viewer count drop. Yeah, it is time to watch the viewer count drop. Oh, I can't even sing anymore. This is really, really hard. You have no idea how hard it is. I don't actually sing that well at all. Thank you, Nylori. You are a horrible, horrible human being. Yes, I am deranged at the moment, apparently. Thank you, Nylori, for being such a horrible human being. You are amazing. But I'm glad that you guys are at least enjoying it. Oh my god, there's another hydrate. I really need to review these rewards. Why is it not on Spotify? Because Spotify can't take this amount of fire. Please, I am going to remove this reward as soon as this is over with. Oh my golly gosh. And for those who are unaware, this is me instantly killing captains by deploying my recruited captains into the zone. It would set Spotify on fire. I'm not sure in a good way, but it would. That's why we don't put this on Spotify. Or just make it more expensive. I'm not sure I ever want to put myself through this again, to be honest, but if you're really, really enjoying it, then yes, I will keep this viewer reward and just make it like 3 million. I hope you're excited about singing in your future PB, says FK Coffee. Well, look, I wouldn't really call this singing as much as screeching, but I honestly am trying. Wait, he's one-shotting captains? How? That is a glitch we use when we deploy to an area that is full. The captains automatically die to make room for my captains that I'm deploying. So that's why they're dying instantly. And I'm going to shut up for a moment so I can concentrate. Thankfully, I have quiet time whenever I want, so I'm going to call quiet time so I can concentrate on the first half of the siege. But thank you very much for renewing that singing mode. And yes, that is not the only one-shot in this game. We have 3 ways of effectively one-shotting captains. We have deploying, like I just said. We also have, that's not a glitch, but yes, it is technically an exploit, I would call it. We also have the Caragor Donk, which you're going to see. And the final one, you're not going to see in this run. Oh, that's good luck. He is not a Beastmaster or an Olag. And the final good one is the fact that we have the ability to instantly terrify. Just redeem quiet time yourself. You've got infinite points. I would have to alt-tab for that, which would mean pausing the speedrun, and I refuse to do that. Plus, I'm not going to override someone who's spent points on what they wanted, which was apparently to embarrass me. The power of singing mode destroyed them. It did. The power of sing is just great. Oh. See, the problem is that I listen to a combination of heavy metal and sea shanty, so when I sing, it's a very weird mix. Oh look, Steve has decided to glitch out again. What an absolute horrible scenario that is. I cannot summon Steve again. Thankfully, there are a ton of Caragors down here. Where are you? I would love to scream, Kaiser, but unfortunately I have a baby in the house. And I think my wife would utterly kill me if I decided to scream. She would at least divorce me. Time for focus now, though. need to go get another character. Alrighty. Well, all of those guys were useless. I need to stay in the circle. Where are all these caribous coming from? What faction is your favorite? Good question. I know the Blood Axe comes from them, but I actually kind of really like the Slaughter Tribe, to be honest. I also like Machine, but I kind of have a soft spot for the Slaughter Tribe. Alright, and singing is definitely done. I need to change some of these rewards. But that's okay. I think I'm gonna keep the singing one in. I'm just going to make it a lot more expensive so it cannot be used, especially not in a combo like that. He's retreating. We'll let him go. Hey, someone made it inside. Good job, buddy. I was trying to grab that carrot ball, but that's okay. Let's grab this one instead. One of my guys made it inside and didn't die instantly at the gates. That's a huge bonus. Okay, I'm saving singing back for the end of the run so you can rest easy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't know if my voice can actually take it. I didn't think singing mode, but I guess being embarrassed while trying to sing made it even worse somehow. Oh. That guy's retreating. That guy's enraged. I've got to do something with my points. I'm going to add more things as I go through. This was just me rushing because I realised I had gambling enabled. Oh, he's retreating too. Okay, those two are retreating. I'm okay with this. Just have to kill this guy now. He's down. How come your favorite old horror movies? Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I love a good horror film, but it's something much simpler. I love like the whole orc kind of faction, and I can imagine out of all of the orcs. The kind of way that I picture an orc, at least in my head, is them being these bloodied, grizzled, do anything by any means kind of warriors. And that's what I see the Slaughter Tribe as. Why can't this guy knock off his caravel, please? I see them as these sort of like basically like almost like, you know, savage mercenaries who will do basically anything to murder you and absolutely brutalize and rip people apart. And that's why I like them as a faction. And that's why I think they're really cool. So I know the Blood Axe comes from them, and I dislike the Blood Axe. In all honesty, the Blood Axe's aesthetics are actually pretty on point. I just hate the guy because he ruins my speedruns. Lost my Caragor. There it is there. Can I get to it? Apparently it wants to go down here and die. Okay, Caragor. So I was trying to get to it so I could summon another Caragor with it, but unfortunately it did not. Where am I going? Spike wall, don't climb it, don't climb it, it has a spike wall. Got him. Oh no, he cursed me. That's actually a big problem. That's really unfortunate. So definitely no fast Isildur for me. That's a shame. Yeah. F for Isildur strat, but if that's the worst that's going to happen, I'm okay with it. Man, this guy has a lot of HP. Okay. I think my best strategy here is to not actually kill this guy and just to try to keep him out of the circle as much as possible. Because he has so much HP. Yeah. I think that was definitely the best play, because I've killed the War Chief already, so I don't need to kill him. Please. If you can hear me out there, Shadow of War Gods, please give me Steve back, because I don't have Elven Rage. I have no backup for this guy at all. He's technically on a Caragor, that might be the backup, but Steve would make my life so much easier. How's the run going, buddy? It is going absolutely fantastic. We are on pace for a really good PB here. Not a world record, but a really, really solid PB. So I'm very, very excited. And the game has decided to grant me Steve. We're just going to kill his mount, I guess, since he's not deciding to go off his mount. We'll instead just kill his mount. Oh my god, please. Oh no. No, he's not immune. He's just not letting me knock him over for some reason. I finally knocked him over and that happened. There we go. You almost got your Elven Rage back. I might actually get it. Yeah. You're right, I might actually get it. That could have gone much better, but that wasn't too bad. You believe in Steve? Steve came back at the turn of the tide. He comes back to me at the turn of the tide. I wish I remembered the rest of that quote. That would have been a really good epic moment. Yeah, the run's going really well, thanks Pussy Bunny of Doom. Not much left in it at all. Except for Nylori, who's getting a ban as soon as I'm done here. I'm just joking, Nylori. For making me sing, because apparently I really underestimated how many coins people have. And I had to sing for 4 minutes straight in the stretch, and it was not good. And by the way, if anyone is thinking of redeeming a sing right now, I probably will end up not taking it and giving you a refund, since I need to absolutely focus here. So, apologies guys if you are wanting to play a little bit more, but I want this PB more than I want to sing. Shit, I think I gotta leave. I'd used destroy followers before starting the Bright Lord. Probably would have been a smart mode. Yeah, Nylori, I love you, and I am sorry. I cannot. I've got to focus here. I'm going to take priority of speedrunning over doing that. Hey, I got my Elven Rage back. Clearly your priorities are not on straight. We expect opening singing next week. I will open sing when no one's around, that'll be fine. Good job, Norak the Bloated. Steve. You know what, we're actually going to equip that sword, because that is a bloody huge upgrade. You now only have 800 left. Well, I'll give you a refund on one of them, I'll give you that much. Damn. Try to avoid their lines, unfortunately. Ooh, he's Beastmaster too, so he's getting dunked. He's getting fought last. I need to focus down the other two first. Alright. Cannot seem to split these two.
Même par tes soi-disant alliés. Enfin, tu reviens vers moi pour que je te porte le coup fatal.
I should go to bed. How long do you think it's going to be? Not long at all, to be honest. Right, Steve's going for an early nap, guys. That's just an early nap. 10 minutes, yeah. About 10 minutes, I reckon. That's just an early nap. Steve's just going for a nap. Nothing bad happened to Steve there. Really? Half health.
Alors c'est donc ça qu'on ressent quand on est de ce côté de la lame. Je préfère
Come on. I didn't think that would trigger at half health, that's why I went for the execute there. I was planning to glaive him down, but and we can possibly do fast Isildur strats, since we got our Elven Rage back.
Tous les ravages que tu as faits t'ont mené ici. Nous sommes liés dans cette fraternité. Tel est le destin des rois et des hommes.
Ce ne sera pas le mien.
Oh, that was bad. He dashed over me. Can I be done, please? You done yet? There we go.
Je suis mort. Il m'a ramené. Il m'a ramené jusqu'ici.
Damn, I was spamming execute there, but it just did not work. Come on, Ataro, whenever you're ready, please. Ataro, please. Ataro. Thank you. Well, no fast Isildur, but things are looking on track for a really big PB, hopefully, so we'll see how we go, but that wasn't too bad at all. Honestly, that could have been way, way worse. My current PB is 244 load remove time. So, we've got about 10 minutes, and hopefully, as long as I don't make any mistakes here, there is not 10 minutes worth of game left. So the timer is against my current PB, not the world record, because the world record's already gone by 2 minutes. Yes, Kaiser is that much faster. He is absolutely insane at this game. Plays on a completely another level than I do. Absolutely 100% deserves the world record, the way he plays. No, it doesn't include loads, so the 233 doesn't include loads. But he can answer yourself, he's in chat. It's 250 with loads, Kaiser, I believe. It's around the 250 mark, because mine's at 258 without loads. So there's no way yours is, with loads, sorry. So there's no way yours is that low. I think it's at around 250 straight. It's up on speedrun.com if you ever want to watch it. It is an amazing run. Oh, I did not want to shadow strike that guy. That's a few seconds lost. Yeah, 233 without loads, 250 with loads. So for the most part, I don't count without loads at all. Sorry, with loads anymore, because it's unfair on people. So I usually just reference the without loads time. Alright, cool. We're at full Elven Rage. So now we can play the hopscotch game. For those unfamiliar, this is the hopscotch game. Ah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, that's unfortunate. And for those wondering why I'm just dicking around, I'm actually not. As much as it looks like I'm just mucking around, what actually happens is because we're on easy, every time they attack me, there is a very small amount of animation slowdown to give me more time to parry. And that actually stops the capture timer. Why am I? So what I'm doing by playing hopscotch here is basically making it so that animation never plays. And you'll see the Nazgul kind of flipping out here, trying to attack me, can't attack me. And therefore the capture happens quicker. You can also roll around or you can just try to dodge, but I just find hopscotch the most fun. Oh, except when you run out of the circle like that. Yeah, so third place is an hour behind for now, but to be fair, Kaiser and I have both been playing this game a lot more and speedrunning it for a lot longer than third place has. Wow, am I losing that much time? Really? Why did I do this early? Why didn't I do this while he was stunned? Oh, I looked at my time and when I'm losing so much time and I panicked. Apparently we still got him. Cool. Not as big PB as I thought, but still, we're going to get there, hopefully. Sauron Flight should not take it. So we're switching to Brutal here. Brutal is just so much better for fighting Sauron on. I think my PB had an absolutely insane Bright Lord. Really? Come on, Sauron. Please die for me, baby. The reason we fight on Brutal here is because it only takes 2 sword swings to get our Mightful. Oh, I nearly stuffed that up then. That was nearly a big mistake. Whenever you're ready, Atariel, please do your thing. Oh, he's glitched out. So it's costing me 10 seconds here. So essentially Sauron decided he didn't want to be constricted by the light then. This is not over yet. We've still got one more phase to go here. Get ready on time. Time. Oh, I just missed the 240 barrier. But, wow, that was... That was still great. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I think my oh god, the singing. I'm not really sure what's going on there, Kaiser. I think that my Fire Lord split was broken and I got the timing wrong when I put the information in.
Sauron et Celebrimbor ne firent qu'un.
Night, Laurie.
Prisonnier
Thank you
d'un
very much for the
perpétuel,
bits. I really appreciate it.
projetant son ombre sur le Mordor.
Oh, feels good to PB though.
Talion avait repris la cité de Minas Morgul.
Oh no, FK Coffee, you were the one who renewed it. You have to put up with this. But luckily, I can say I am going to end the stream now. Thank you very much, everyone, for participating as always. I'll catch you next time, and bye for now.